Hi and welcome. This is an informal tutorial session today. So welcome to the Teacher's Class of 101. This tutorial will cover basic listing information for sellers listing tickets on StubHub. For further help, and if you encounter any difficulties or errors while trying to list, please contact StubHub directly at toll-free 1-866-788-2482. That contact number can also be found at StubHub.com. Scroll to the bottom of the page and click on Contact Us. This listing overview, we will cover how to begin your listing process, how to enter your ticket details, how to go about pricing your tickets and getting help pricing tickets, the delivery methods that are available for you, also setting up payment and contact information. When all of that is done and completed, we will go over reviewing and submitting your listing. After your tickets are listed, what's next? We will cover that as well. We will also go over helpful tips and where to find information, important information on StubHub's website. Does it cost to list our tickets? Listing your tickets is absolutely free. The only time that you are charged a seller's fee is when your tickets actually sell on StubHub. Let's go to our StubHub site. On the StubHub site, in the upper right-hand corner, you can click on Customer Support. In the search box under Customer Support, just simply type in seller fees and click Ask. Let's do seller fee. Let's try that one. There we go. Now, the first link says, what is StubHub's fee for selling and what does it cover? If you click on the link, you can review on your own all of this information covering StubHub's fees. Also, there are other links below here that you may find very beneficial. So are you ready to start selling? Yes, let's get started. We're going to click on the StubHub sign in the upper left-hand corner. Now, when you click on that sign, it automatically takes you back to the home page. Make sure that you are signed in. This is an account that I set up just to show you the tutorial. To the right-hand side, it will say hi in your name, and you will see where it says sell. Click sell. On the next page, you can click on Start Selling. Now, there is a search box, and it says, what are you selling? So here's where you're going to find your event to start selling your tickets. So for example, let's use the NFL game. Let's say the Pittsburgh Steelers are playing at Cleveland against the Cleveland Browns. So we are selling our Pittsburgh Steelers tickets. So we'll type in Pittsburgh, and the drop-down list comes out here for us. And you can simply click on Pittsburgh Steelers tickets. Now I want to show you a little trick here. Now we're trying to find our game that we're selling the Pittsburgh Steelers tickets in Cleveland on October the 12th, 2014. If you look here, it is not listed. Why is it not listed? Simply because whenever you enter information for your tickets, it's a good idea for you to enter in the at-home team. So Pittsburgh, the Steelers are playing the Browns. So click on Cleveland Browns. And we're going to click on Cleveland Browns tickets. On October 12th, and here is our listing. So simply click on that the square right next to our listing, and we're going to click Continue. Now this is going to take us to our Enter Your Ticket Details page. On here, you see the question, do you have your tickets in your possession? If you click No, you have to make sure that you choose your in-hand date when you will actually have the tickets in your possession. But let's pretend that we already have the tickets in our possession. The next detail that we need to cover is our ticket delivery. How are we going to deliver our tickets? We can deliver your tickets by UPS, electronically, or by instant download as well. Depending on the event and the time and the date, you have instant download, as I said, electronic delivery. You can have the LMS, which is our last minute services, or UPS. In the section where it says ticket delivery, it will give you the choices that you can choose from. Again, if you click on customer support and type in the box delivery methods, it will bring up the difference for the delivery methods listed. So let's say that we're shipping tickets by UPS. If you choose to ship your tickets by UPS, you have to ship your tickets within 1 business day of your sale. A label for the buyer will be emailed to you for you to print and download and attach to your envelope to ship those tickets off. You can also choose to deliver your tickets via electronically. Here's a little note here, and it says, how do you want to deliver these tickets to the buyers? You'll deliver them by PDF file. Do you want to deliver them by instant download? Let's discuss what the difference is between electronic and instant download. And you hear me typing, and I am just typing in the search box on StubHub.com under customer support, the difference between electronic delivery and instant download. So let's cover this. Instant download simply means that the seller gave StubHub instant access to the tickets when the ticket listing was created. Tickets listed for instant download are immediately available as soon as the buyer places their order. They will be able to view and print them right directly from their account within minutes. When tickets are listed for electronic delivery, sellers have to upload the tickets before the buyer can print them. Even though the buyer will receive the tickets electronically, they won't get them within minutes of their purchase. So that's the difference. Then once the electronic ones are ready, the buyer will receive an email when they are ready to be printed off from under their account. So here it says, do you want to make your tickets available for buyers for instant delivery, download? For this example, I'm going to click no, just because if I click yes, it's going to make me upload my PDF for them. So I'll wait until the tickets are sold. Or just simply click continue. On the next screen, let me take this as I entered it in before. Okay. All right. On the next screen, we're going to enter in our ticket details. So let's say, for instance, we have a quantity of 4 tickets. These tickets that we have, we are going to list them under lower level sideline 104. So you just simply type that in and it will auto-populate some choices for you. So we're choosing lower level sideline 104. We are going to be in row 1. And here it just auto-fills the seats for you. So if you have 3, 4, 5, and 6, you don't have to type it in. You can just type in, click on autofill. Let's just delete these out here. Let's see if that helps. Okay. And then you can type in like the number 3 and hit your tab and it will auto-populate the rest of the numbers in here for you. And once that's completed, you're simply going to click on this arrow to continue to go into the pricing. Now, a little word to the wise. You don't want your tickets to end up in what is called a slop bucket. Let's go back to that. What is a slop bucket? Oh no. If you choose to enter your information and not use the drop-down options available to you, your listing can possibly end up at the very bottom of the search results. The more specific information you list, the better chance you will have at selling your tickets, and the buyers can find it more easily. So let's go on into pricing. Before we go into pricing, it's going to require us to list any features. Okay. Now, on this section here, you can choose to split your tickets. You can sell them in multiples of 2 because we have a quantity of 4. Or you can choose not to split them and sell them all together. Under your listing features, for instance, if you have a parking pass and you have 4 tickets and only 1 parking pass, you want to sell all your tickets together. Because what happens if you sell, let's take this parking pass out. What happens if you sell 2 tickets and you only have 1 parking pass? And you sell them in multiples of 2. So you have one buyer who bought 2, and you have the second buyer who also bought 2 of your tickets, but you only have 1 parking pass. That will leave one buyer without a parking pass. Then that means that you have done your listing incorrectly because both buyers are going to be looking for a parking pass. If you have 2 parking passes and 4 tickets, I recommend that you do 2 separate listings. So you would list seats 3 and 4 as one listing with 1 parking pass, and then you will list seats 5 and 6 in another separate listing with 1 parking pass. So we're going to sell them in multiples of 2. Because I'm doing it this way, I might have a buyer that says, I don't want 4, I just want 2. I want them to be able to buy 2 of my tickets with the seats that are sitting together. There are required disclosures. If any of the following is printed on your tickets, you will need to make sure that you check any one of these boxes. For example, if it's a wheelchair only, if it's alcohol-free seating, and these have to be printed on your tickets. None of these are printed on your tickets, just simply click none, and let's continue on. Now, finally, we are at pricing your tickets, and I was just playing around here, so let's just take that out. Now, StubHub has a very cool tool called Help Me Price. So I don't know what to price my tickets for. You can find out what the going rate is. So we're going to click on Help Me Price. Now the best thing to do is when this comes up, you will see a map here. Now you can either scroll over the map to click on like your lower level 104, or you can click on the section at the top and scroll down to find the lower level. So let's find that lower level sideline 104, see where that is. And as you see, these are not in order. So you may have to do some scrolling. Sometimes the map is a little small, and depending on whether you can see that, the numbers here or not, okay? So we're gonna leave the zone blank, the month, we're gonna leave these as tickets sold within the last month, how many tickets for, and we're gonna click update. Now, here in this little chart here, it shows from low to high how much the tickets actually sold online. In the active listing section, these are tickets that are currently listed on the site for this particular game, ranging from $193.12 to $635. Again, buyers purchase this Pittsburgh Browns game from anywhere from $130.72 to $291.80 in this section that you have here. So when you're done with that, you can click done and you can make your decision on whether you want to go lower, higher, or in between. So say we go a little in between, and we're going to set our ticket prices at $200 per ticket. Simply click over the tab button and it will calculate what the buyer sees. Now this can be a little confusing for some. If you put your cursor over the little question mark here and click it, it's not working for me, but usually this will tell you what the buyer sees. This is all inclusive of any fees or any delivery fees or service fees that the buyer pays. The buyer pays this price, not the seller. The payout per ticket is $180. If you look down here, you will see that I priced my tickets at $200. My service fee I'm being charged for the 4 tickets at $200 will be $80. So this means this will be deducted from the price of my ticket, and this will be my total payout that I receive for selling all 4 tickets. If you want a higher payout or a lower payout, you can always adjust your price per ticket there. Now let's go over some information here that talks about how are you going to get paid. Now, here on this section, you're going to choose how you want to receive your payment once your tickets sell. You can either receive them by PayPal. It will go to the email address that you have on file. And again, this is a dummy account that I created just for this tutorial, which I would use for other tutorials dealing with any of my classes or things that I teach. You can also choose to send a check. A check may take up to 12 business days after the buyer has the tickets. And you can make this payable to yourself or to company. Here you can click Add Details, which you input your name, your address, phone number, etc., where the tickets are, where the check will be sent to. You can click Done, but we're going to click Cancel for right now. And I'm going to choose PayPal. Here you have to enter your credit card information. Now the credit card information is required to provide the Fan Protect guarantee, and all sellers are required to have a valid credit card on file. You can click on Fan Protect guarantee here, and it will show you and take you to a page and read all about that. So from here, you're going to click on Enter your credit card information. Please make sure that you select the correct credit card, enter in a valid credit card number, your expiration date, as well as the 3-digit code on the back. You can choose to use your contact information on file. Again, this is a dummy account. None of this information is personal pertaining to myself or anyone else. So you can use your contact information on file when you created your account, or if you have a different billing address, you can enter that information here. Once you've entered this information, you will go ahead and click Done. Now let's go over to the slide now. If I can't enter in any of my credit card information and I am not selling these tickets, I don't want to go through that process. So we're going to go over to the slide and we're going to finish up with this tutorial. The next page will be a review and submit page. Here you will review all your listing information, the event, time, date, location, as well as your ticket price. All your personal payment and contact information will be listed on here. At the very bottom, there will be an acknowledgement, and it will simply say something like, by clicking the list ticket button, that you agree to StubHub's user agreement. And you can click on a link that says that's for that user agreement there. Seems correct. You can always go back at the very top of the page. It will say listing info edit. You can edit any information that you need to. If everything is correct, you will simply click the submit. And congratulations, your tickets are listed for sale. Is there anything that you cannot list? You can't list paperless tickets, flash seats, will call only, non-event items that don't include admission to the event, and non-consecutive seats unless they're piggyback seats. And what a piggyback seat is a seat that's directly behind each other, as if you're carrying someone on your piggyback. Be in consecutive rows and have the same number of seats in each row. For further information on things every StubHub seller needs to know, just please follow this link at StubHub.com/seller-policies/#C and the number 2. So now that your tickets are sold, what happens next? You will receive an email when your tickets sell. You are expected to deliver your tickets on time and as promised. When you ship your tickets, you will have 24 hours to complete your sale by shipping the tickets to the buyer. And 24 hours is 24-hour, which will be business day, 1 business day. Also, if you have sales where you don't have your ticket in hand, remember at the beginning when we listed our ticket, we had to choose we don't have them in hand and list when we will have them in hand, then you are expected to deliver those tickets by the date that you listed when you will have them in hand. You can also go over these details under customer service as well. If you have any issues, remember to report them to StubHub as soon as possible. You can report them by calling StubHub. You can also use the report issue link in your email or the report issue link in your open sales inside your My Account. In closing, when do I get paid? Let's look at that. You can click on the customer service link and click on how do I get paid? I'm sorry, customer support, which is customer service. Let's type in how do I get paid? Let's ask that question. How and will I get paid for my tickets? If you look on these links, you have these different links here. How do I change my seller payment? When you'll get paid for your ticket sale, how selling works. You have all of this information here. And it talks about PayPal days, 5 business days, check for up to 12 business days. Team account credit, you can actually click on these links and they will take you to a pop-up that will go into more detail about that. If you want to sell, but your listing may not be listed on the site, just simply on that customer support page, on the right-hand side, you will want to click on Request an Event. If by some reason you cannot find your event you have called and your event is not listed, you may be asked to submit a request an event. Under helpful links,